Thank you so much. I'm your brother, Israel Great. I want to present to the Nigerian people and the human family how 2023 presidential election was rigged. See, going by the INEC guideline, which the court in Nigeria must enforce, the guideline provides simple procedure that must be followed. If religiously observed, you will have a credible election that is free and fair. And definitely, everybody will accept it. You see, the 2022 Electoral Act provides that beavers will be used. And the outcome of that election will be transmitted, captured with the beavers, and sent to the INEC portal from the polling booth. Whether you say transmit, or snap and send, or electronically transmit, whichever language or word you want to adopt, there's no problem about it. But what must take place is that after the election and the result captured, use the beavers and transmit it to the INEC portal. Now, collation begins at the ward. The polling booth INEC staff or agent, the polling booth officer, will go to the ward after the election and meet with the ward collation officer of INEC. The first thing the INEC polling booth officer will do is to present the hard copy, the result generated from the polling booth. It's assumed that this hard copy had already been uploaded at the INEC portal. So, first, the ward collation officer will receive the hard copy of the result from the polling booth officer. Quickly, he will go to the INEC portal to confirm that the hard copy he is holding is in a perfect agreement with the one that had already been uploaded. If both agrees, two things had taken place. One, the hard copy received. Two, confirmation that is in a perfect agreement with the one uploaded at the INEC portal. The third thing he will do, the ward officer will do, will be to ask for the beavers. He or she will use the beavers, confirm that accredited voters perfectly agree with the number of votes cast, including void vote. Under no circumstances whatsoever would the number of voters accredited by the beavers be maybe below or above the actual number of votes cast. And under no circumstances whatsoever would the actual vote cast exceed the number accredited by the beavers. You see, it is somehow impossible for a voter to come to the polling booth, take the pain to go through the process of accreditation, and decide not to vote. It is also impossible for you to have more votes than the number accredited. It then means somebody perpetrated illegality. So when the ward collation officer confirms that, look, the beavers, what the content of it, the number of votes, the number of the accredited voters is in perfect agreement with the number at the hard copy and the number at the beavers, with the number uploaded at the INEC portal. If he satisfies himself, he will then bring out his own form. Don't bother about the number of the form or the name, whether from EC this or whatever, or number this or what. But the ward collation officer will bring out his own form and enter that polling booth result. Then the polling booth officer will go. The agents of the party will also go. Another polling booth officer will come. The process is repeated. And when the ward collation officer has gone through all the polling booths under that ward, he will then adopt the results and will then know the winner of that ward, the party that won in that particular ward. Because you only know after you have added the results obtained from different polling booths. At that point, the party agents attached to that ward will then go with the INEC ward collation officer to the local government. That is to say, by INEC guideline, collation cannot start if the result had not been uploaded at the INEC portal, the IRF. Collation cannot start. Remember, the basic requirement is a confirmation that the hard copy is in a perfect agreement with the one uploaded at the INEC portal. And that if there is any disagreement, the law says the one uploaded at the INEC portal takes preeminence. The one that is valid, the one that is far more important, is the one uploaded at the INEC portal, the IRF. It becomes difficult to understand how Professor Yakubu Mahmoud will commence collation and conclude collation of results at the local ward level, local government, state level, national, when results are still being uploaded at the INEC portal. It's difficult to understand. You see, the guideline is like a law you must obey. Violation of that guideline makes the exercise a nullity. The moment they manipulated the process to achieve a predetermined end, to help somebody to be declared winner, by manipulating the process, by manipulating the result from the polling booth. That was how the result of 2023 presidential election was rigged in Nigeria. It was a deliberate act. There was no technical glitches or whatever. Don't bother about those cock and bull story. 176,000 polling booths. Each polling booth agent or officer of INEC just have 3 result sheets to snap and upload or send to the INEC portal. Just 3. The presidential election result sheet, the senatorial election result sheet, and the House of Representatives election result sheet. Just 3. This exercise can be completed in less than 3 minutes. As soon as you finish your process, you snap and send. You snap and send. You can complete it within 3 minutes. They made provision for that of the senatorial seat to be uploaded, that of the House of Representatives seat to be uploaded. But because their target was just on that of presidential election, from the result they were getting, they were already monitoring the outcome, and they were already aware that a particular winner was already emerging. It was at that point they altered the process that the result sheet for the presidential election should not be uploaded. It was deliberate. And that crime altered the final outcome. They did it to arrive at their so-called president-elect. That was why they hurriedly declared the result. The INEC chairman could not honor his word that after collation, they will review and look at the complaint. He was laboring with speed to just declare, because he had been given an instruction, declare me winner, let them go to court. He, the INEC chairman, joined to scream and shout with impunity, go to court. As long as the process is compromised, as long as the guideline was not strictly followed, that was how the 2023 presidential election was rigged. Everybody knows the truth. They know. They know. That is the reason for this threat. Impunity, thuggery, and all one not. Treason, this, what, and what. That's the reason for it. They know what they have done. The ruling party know what they have done. They did it in a senseless manner. No common sense. People with common sense will do something far better. It's so shameful. The method adopted in rigging 2023 presidential election. So shameful. They are making mockery of Nigeria. They have brought disgrace upon the Nigerian people. The truth is known. The guideline constitutes, it's like a provision in the law. It was on the basis of that guideline many people participated. It was the basis of that guideline that people believed that, look, the vote will count. The moment they perverted the process, they did it deliberately to achieve a particular end, to arrive at their own president-elect. What a shame. If you want to win election, why not win in an excellent way? So when we address His Excellency, everything about you will be excellent. Not everything crude and barbaric. Crude, perfection. So, the authorities know the 2023 presidential election was rigged. And every Nigerian knows the same. Those who believe in truth know it was rigged. They rigged it by deliberately refusing to upload the presidential election from the polling booth. And by their guideline, the collation they did is a nullity, because the guideline said the ward collation officer must first confirm that the hard copy received from the polling booth officer is in a perfect agreement with the one uploaded at the INEC portal. He must do that before he fill in the outcome in his own form. So collation does not start without the upload of the polling booth result to the INEC portal. Because don't have to think about it. What will the ward collation officer confirm if it's not uploaded? And that is the guideline. Shameless talks are there making noise, tweeting all manner of nonsense, threatening people as if they are cowards. They are cowards. Only cowards threaten people. The election was rigged, and everybody knows the truth. But this stolen mandate must be recovered. Thank you, and God bless you.